Welcome back to the podcast where it's anything but the norm. Here to have combos only found in the dorm. I'm your host, Tyler Gentry, and with me, my co-host,
Ryan Lima. Yes, sir.
And we have our first guest episode of this season. I guess it would be season 3 because I did 2 seasons with Patrick. So for our first guest episode, we have...
So my name is ÉTN, but everybody calls me Eddie. But my artist name is Etienne, so you could just call me whatever.
Where does like that name like originate from? Like, is that like a really ethnic, like what?
My last name?
Yeah.
So Etienne is a Haitian last name. Like,
okay.
If you say it in front of anybody, they will automatically know that you're Haitian. My mother told me that my father, it was my father's last name, but my first name Edwidge was actually from his uncle or something because he was a king or something. I don't know. I think he was just chatting, but that's where my first name came from. But yeah.
Oh wow, okay, no, interesting. I know it's like mad Nigerians like on campus. so I'd be like, I never know because everybody just be like, oh yeah, nah, it's Yoruba or something like that. But you know, shout out to Haitians. You know,
even though the country right now is not good, but you know, we still got love for it.
You like heavily involved with that, like so far on campus? Like, I mean, other than like, you know, maybe like HASA or something like that.
So I was a part of HASA. I took a step back from it because I'm an artist now. I'm trying to pursue my artist profile and stuff like that. But I've seen what's going on in Haiti. So like what I've been doing is just like I've just been reposting on my Instagram like news articles that's going on, especially how like gangs are taking over Haiti. There's nobody that's leading Haiti right now, so it's kind of sad. But I just want everybody to be aware of it because there's not enough news coverage on it. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's super dope. I mean, I'm just black, so like, I don't really like had the whole like ethnic background thing, but it's always interesting to see like, okay, like where did things come from and all that. Yeah, I don't even think I even asked Ryan about, you know, but I mean,
damn.
No, I mean, you just
the co-host and you.
Yeah, you be like, I'm from
crazy.
Connecticut, so I was like, yeah, I was like,
Connecticut is not my ethnic background. I'll tell you that much. My mom's Brazilian and my dad's Cape Verdean. So,
wait, where's that at?
Cape Verde's like off a little group of islands off the west coast of Africa. They speak Creole as well, but it's the Portuguese version.
Oh, okay.
So, Haiti is the French Creole, right?
French Creole, yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
Brazil and Cape Verde.
How involved are you with that?
Well, Unfortunately, Brasa doesn't have that big of a presence on campus, and there's like literally no other Cape Verdeans on campus except for 1 or 2 that I know. I don't know. Maybe we start up a club or something like that.
You got to be the
with
starter.
The 3 of us. Yeah.
Cavasa? I don't know.
Cavasa? Bracasa? Bracasa would be hard.
Start it right there.
Yeah.
No, I don't even talk with BSU or anything like that. So like I need to get more involved with like the black community other than just going to African American classes. But in other news though, we've starting with Q's News. I was talking with them just a little bit before we started about there's a cult on campus apparently.
Crazy.
Right? All right, so boom. I'm gonna put it like this. I come here talking with my friends. I'm gonna keep it like anonymous for the most part, but I come back, I'm like, my friends are here, we talking, and he's like, yo, like, you know, I'm gonna call him John, right? All right, so John.
You're gonna be safe talking about this, right?
Huh?
You sure?
Yeah.
You're not gonna get doxxed.
So he's like, yo, John, like, you know, John, he's gone. Like, they got him. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you know those religious people that always come up to you and shine, talking about like, did you know, actually the Sabbath is on Saturday and X, Y, and Z, right? I'm like, yeah, like I just tell him like, you know, like move, like, get out of the way, right? Exactly, right? So he's like, well, he actually went to the church and he's hooked, like he's in there, right? And mind you, we were like, all right, so we did some research and we found like it's literally on like a wiki page about how it's a cult, and they believe like the second coming of Christ is like this Korean man and his like wife named Ong Song Hong.
A Korean man?
Yes,
what?
A Korean man named Ong Song Hong, bro.
Yo.
Oh God. Like I kid you not. Like I wish I was making this shit up, but like dead ass. And they be making like Korean pancakes and shit like after service and stuff. Like they be taking mission trips to Korea because that's like the Mecca for them.
Yeah.
And they they really believe in this, but they have like a track record of like human trafficking and like all crazy shit. Like it's crazy. Like literally just go on, like you can just Google it. It's the first thing. But like he's like hooked. Like he's like all of those people on the internet are liars and X, Y, and Z.
So is your friend okay?
He's fine. He's fine.
I'm saying, like,
He's fine, but apparently he just be going to the services. He'll be there from like 5 to like midnight, like on a Saturday.
AM or PM?
Huh? Like no, like 5. You know, like yeah, like 12 a.m. So like 5 p.m.
Oh, 5 p.m. to 12.
12. Yeah, midnight. Yeah. So we was like, we had to figure out a way to break this man out, bro.
So every time after my 7:30 class, I always go straight to Shine for Impact Bible Study, and like I'm always getting stopped by these two men. So I got scared when you said they stopped people at Shine. I'm like, they're probably a part of this cult. They said the same thing. Oh, how like Sabbath is the day of Christ, and then he said something weird to me. He was like, oh, make sure you're not listening to he said some weird shit.
Don't listen to Hendrix.
Yeah, something like that. And then he was like, oh, you need to learn our version of the Bible.
They have a new Bible. They gave him a Bible.
I'm confused, bro. Like,
no, like they dead ass. They'll come up to you. They'll like act like they're dressed up as like students. They'll be like, yeah, come to our church and everything like that. Don't go to Hendrix. Hendrix is evil. This, that, and the third. You know, they gave him a new Bible. You know what I mean? Like all the people, like, don't Google it because everybody's a liar. They're just trying to, you know, keep you. It's fucking insane. Like it's deep as fuck. Like it's really some crazy shit. So like, if you ever see anybody come to you, like
I've had people come up to me and Shine before, but they were like chill. I just told them I was just like, nah, I'm good. Like, I was just trying to finish my halal, and then
especially the
halal shack, bro.
Yeah,
especially the girls, they be like surrounding them, bro. Like it's some it's crazy. They really do think the next Jesus Christ came back as Ong Song Hong.
That's the most craziest thing
they
I've
call
ever
him
heard.
Christ Ong Song Hong.
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy. Like, actually,
wow. That's wild.
Yeah, so, you know, like, watch out for religious people in Syracuse. Like, shout out Ong Song Hong. You know, shout out Korea. I'm definitely going to be keeping the real Jesus close with me. But other than that, we've also had some crazy news happening in like the rap, like I guess in like 24 hours, like within like the rap industry right now. With like, honestly, out of all people, I would have never thought that like Kendrick like would be one to like start beefing just well, at least so directly. Like I feel like he's the type to make like a conceptual album about like, oh, you did me wrong or some shit, like not just straight up like fuck y'all. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all got to like listen to it like so far. But
nah, when I heard, as soon as I heard the first person shooter bar, I was like, oh. And then I heard what do you say, for all your dogs?
Oh, yeah.
For all your dogs. And I was like, uh-oh. That was a bar, by the way. Barbarium. K, or I'm coming with the K's and the 9s because of Pet Sanctu.
I'm so mad I haven't listened to it yet. I walked into Census today, and all I hear is just everybody talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Kendrick would not do this. And then everybody's just like, nah, he dissed the hell out of Drake and J. Cole.
Yeah.
And let me see if I could pull up the lyrics at the end. It was honestly like interesting because like I feel like I don't be seeing like Kendrick be so involved like that since like maybe when he first came out, like yeah, sure, but like now, like I thought he hit a point where it's like I really don't care. So yeah, he said that's a K with all these 9s. He gonna see the Pet Cemetery. And then what they had the fuck sneak dissing first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches.
Wow.
And wait, where's the motherfuck the big 3 niggas just big me.
I saw that one.
Nah, this is it's so random too, cause like you would have thought like, okay, there would have been like some build up or something like, but no, just fuck Drake, fuck Cole.
So what song did Drake diss Kendrick on? I'm confused.
I don't think he did it. I don't think he ever like did a explicit diss like this.
Yeah.
No, not like this.
Yeah.
There was definitely like, and also shout out to Syracuse alum Jordan Rose, because he wrote like an article for Complex about this. But and I still have to read it more. But basically, like, there was like small things that Drake had been saying. Like, I know one of the big things was like on this song "Control," which like
with Kendrick.
Yeah, like back in like 2013.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't heard that song in years, so I don't even like fully remember it. But he was just like Drake was low-key kind of shitting on Kendrick for that. And then there's like a few other things. Like, it's like very small things that I think like just Drake being petty and like you know, feeling like I guess he's like better than like Kendrick over certain songs or something like that. And I guess like after a while, I don't know, maybe Kendrick was like, fuck it, like I'm not on you know, I'm not on a label anymore, so like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah,
I
like,
mean, he's the greatest rapper of all time in my opinion. So
you got him over Jay-Z?
Yeah. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest though. I only listen to like 5 JC songs, so I don't know him like that. But I just think Kendrick is the greatest for sure.
The thing is, like, I'm like, why fuck J. Cole though? Like, out of all people, I can see Drake, because Drake be doing it to himself though. Like, he be, like, he's petty, and like, you think you go low, that nigga Drake will go lower somehow. Like,
I think Kendrick just got jealous of seeing like Cole and Drake having all that fun on like the tour and stuff. He was like,
what was it? So my friend, I just came from the studio. I just came from Syracuse. My friend Miguel, he was saying how like, even though J. Cole is like the middleman, he was saying how he needs to pick a side. I'm like, why does he have to pick a side? Because apparently like he's been riding Drake's dick or something like that. I don't understand how, because he's really been his own man and hasn't been like being involved in drama or something. But he was like, he hasn't. Does he have a song with Kendrick or not?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
right?
no.
They have J. Cole and Kendrick.
J. Cole and Kendrick. I don't think
they have Forbidden Fruit, but that was from 2013.
Oh, that's
like
a while ago. Okay.
The Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I know that there's definitely like a bunch of unreleased like shit too.
I would hope so. But we're not getting that anymore.
It's like now is Kendrick gonna be on the fall off?
Bro, no. Like that's the thing that got me tight. Like, I don't care what happened between these people. I'm like, y'all not making music together. Like that's all I know. And I was like, well, fuck. Like, you know, I mean, at least we got, what was it, Poetic Justice between Drake and Kendrick before. Yeah, that shit is fire. That shit's a classic. It's just like it's unfortunate, because I say like, damn, like why fuck Cole? Because like Cole is like, I feel like he's so open with like new artists and just like really just for the love of just the industry type shit. Like, it's like, damn, like you don't want to see like Cole like in some bullshit, because like he seemed like the type like, fuck it, we could talk about it like off camera, and then it's like, oh, all right, like make music.
That's what he did with Lil Pump. Well, it was actually on camera. He sat down you remember that?
Yeah.
That was actually like sitting down Lil Pump and kind of like fathering him throughout the whole conversation is kind of crazy.
Damn, that was like what, 2018?
That was 2018.
Yeah, that was right after you dropped KOD. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, nah. Shout out Cole. I mean, hopefully. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. I think, like, do you think Drake is gonna respond?
Drake's gonna respond.
Oh,
there,
sure.
You saw the photo when he had the earpieces in and he was listening in my. Did you see the photo?
No.
He's definitely responding, bro.
Let
me show you.
You just posted something?
Let me show you. Nah, there's this. It's a leaked, not a technically leaked photo of Drake in Miami.
Drake in Miami.
I mean, look at his face. Like he was he's listening to it. Drake's gonna respond and Cole's gonna respond.
I feel like Drake's so petty that he goes under a different account to like stream Metro, so it doesn't give him streams or some shit like that. Like, nah, oh my god. What did y'all think of like the album in general though, for like Future and Metro? I know you were like still need to listen to this.
I thought a lot of the songs were I expected better. And it's weird because I expected it to be lackluster, and then when I listened, I was like, this is kind of what I expected, and the fact that it was lackluster, because Metro is a really good producer. I just thought that Future wasn't gonna have that good of a beat selection in a sense. Does that make sense?
I guess.
Yeah,
so.
But the one with Rick Ross, Everyday Hustle or something like that, song is ridiculous. That's one of the top songs of the year. And then of course the song with Kendrick, Cardi verse. Cannot forget about the Cardi verse, you know.
That's the one thing that's always like kind of interesting to me is like how how like you can just put out an album with just like all these like sneak like features like on it, like, and like nobody knows about it. Like, how do we not know like Kendrick is gonna be on the Metro like album with a fucking diss track out of all things, like you know? And then like obviously like the Cardi, the Rick Ross. Who else is on the album? It was like
Cardi, Rick Ross, Thug was on there.
Yeah, Thug.
I wish Gunna was on there. There were a few beats where he would have slid, but that's not gonna.
Yeah.
Bro, gosh, people need to get over this, man. I don't think he. I'm not gonna talk about that actually.
Nah, so
Right.
I was just gonna say I don't think the industry, you know, kind of going the whole industry going against him for allegedly like snitching, which there's no proof. There's no proof that he did that.
I guess like street politics. Like,
Honestly,
I'm not gonna talk on street politics. I'm from the suburbs.
Fuck all that. First of all, people gotta understand, if he did snitch, I will still listen to Gunna. Cause you're not in street life, so what are you getting upset?
Did you hear that conversation we were having about Gunna versus Graduation?
Nah, I didn't. Oh, wait. The albums and stuff like that?
Would you rather choose Graduation as an album or Gunna as an artist? Like, one is gone forever. Because we're both on the same frequency. Yeah.
Because I was hearing two sides. Like, they were saying, oh, Young Thug could do everything what Gunna do.
He cannot do everything that Gunna can do.
That's what I heard.
That's what Olivier said. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Yeah, it's bad cap.
Graduation is good though.
And he has so many other albums that you could choose from.
That's what I'm saying.
You can take out one because
Gunna's take all of Gunna out, bro.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'll probably just keep Gunna then. Yeah,
it's a great take.
Everybody was like, graduation clears everything. I'm like, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Gunna, like his entire career versus like, come on, bro. Like y'all just like, I love Kanye, but at that point, like y'all just riding that man, bro. Like that's crazy, bro. Like that's him. Like nah. Like I'll take late registration, you know, college dropout, all the other shit, and I will keep Gunna.
I like Kids See Ghosts. I like
Kids See, yeah. You know, like there's so many other things, but Gunna, he like, I don't know. I feel like
you said that's the kind of music you could play in the car at any time.
Yeah, like the thing is like there's good music and then there's music that people just like to listen to type shit. And Gunna is music people like to listen to. Like when I throw on the games, like like I'm not throwing on Graduation just like like and I'm not saying like, oh, I would never like play Graduation, but I'm like, bro, if I'm playing 2K and I'm not trying to think about things, I'm throwing on Gunna like every time. I'm in the car, we on a road trip, I'm throwing on Gunna every time. Maybe at the start I might throw on Graduation, but by the end of it, I'm listening to Gunna. So like, nah, I'm not with that. I should start doing that on the podcast. That game, album or artist.
That's a fire game.
That shit was.
That's a fire question. Yeah.
No, I think we had we had another one where it was like, what was it? It was like West Side Gun or, damn, I forget the album I had. We also had like Baby Keem or like, have you listened to Jid's last album?
The Forever Story?
The Forever Story, yeah.
Yeah, we had Jid or The Forever Story.
It's crazy, too, because I just started getting into Jid, too, like the Caprio, too. I just finished the album, like, 3 weeks ago.
What would you consider, like, getting into an artist?
Actually, like, liking the artist, one, and understanding what he's trying to say in the song. Not just, like, trying to listen for beats, because I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing. So I had a friend who was just listening to artists because they had fire beat selections, not even trying to hear what the words are saying. I don't like Yeet. I might get. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't like Yeet. I feel like.
Did you even listen? Did you listen though?
I listened to 2093. I listened to it. He's just a good beat selection type of nigga. Like that's who I think he is. What is he saying? Like he's not saying anything. No. What is he saying?
He had some impactful words in his outro.
Like what?
He said, what did he say?
Bullshit. Like, bullshit. He's not gonna say anything that's finna resonate with my life. That's it.
So you need to hear lyrics that are going to resonate with you. You value lyrics over beat selection?
Yes.
How would you percentage that? Not even from an artist perspective, but like from a listening perspective.
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you.
That's a good
Especially because you're an artist and perfect segue.
Because for me, like lyrics means everything to me. Like, so the reason why I make music is for me to actually express how I feel. So you won't hear bullshit lyrics like, oh, me going to the club drinking or whatever. You won't ever hear that from me because that's not what I do. I hate the clubs. That question is getting me stuck. That's like.
So how would you feel like, and you know, like kind of also going back to the question of why you make music, like how would you feel about your fans listening to your music? Like what do you want them to take out then?
I want them to also, so like, I'm a lover boy. I make love songs. You will never catch me make toxic music or whatever. And I want them to understand like finding love isn't easy, but there is somebody out there for you. And like to show that it's okay to just have one person at a time. I'm not a whore. I don't believe in being a whore. Messing with multiple people at a time is not the right move. So honestly, just being able to find their like person through my music, if that makes sense. And like realizing like, oh, love is really special. So yeah.
So you make lover boy music?
Yeah. But I'm still trying to find my sound. So like, but for now, it's just that's what it is.
Is that just encompassed in R&B, and you're trying to slice what subsection of R&B you want that to be? Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense.
But I also like have like, so yes, I do make love songs, but again, I want to make songs where I'm able to speak about my emotions. So I've been heartbroken many times. I have a heartbroken song that's unreleased, coming out soon in April. I don't want to promote too much. EP coming out soon, man. But yeah.
No, I mean like how, and it's funny because like you say that like you're in a relationship right now. Like how has that helped shape your music in some type of way?
It's so I need to be able to have a vulnerable space with my partner, and she's able to provide that for me, which I love so much. I love you, Leah Jones. But I feel like I'm able to open up more because that's not what I had before. You know what I mean? So opening up in my music has honestly been really easy. And like I could just think of my girl and I'm able to write a love song about it. But I also can like think about my past situations of what I didn't have and what I have now. So like that's how I'm able to write a sad song, but also write a good song too, because now I have what I didn't have before. And like how a person that I have now, like Leah Jones, I love you again, she's treating me way better than what past people have. And like I'm a Christian too, so like I'm glad I found my future wife, somebody I can go to church with, you know, raise good kids with. So yeah.
Yeah, not the ong song hong crap.
Not the ong song hong, no. None of that bull crap.
No, it's interesting because like, so last year when I was doing the podcast like for Valentine's Day, we had talked about like how interesting it is that like relationships feel so much different from like high school to now, and is in a sense of like they're a lot more serious. Like marrying your college sweetheart is a lot more realistic than your high school sweetheart, and that's like so interesting to me because like I just turned 21 like 2 weeks ago, and
damn, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
And I'm like, you know, I've been with my girlfriend Manetza for like actually our 2 years is on Monday. So you know,
congratulations!
Like, yeah, so like I've been with her for like basically all of college, right? And I'm like, damn, like I could really like marry this woman. And it's like, it's a weird thing to say that because like in high school you say it as like, you know, but this is like, it's like a real thing. You know what I mean? Like, and like I know for you, you're almost at 2 years too.
Almost
right?
at 2 years too. We're at a year and like 7 months right now. So almost.
Like, how does that like kind of, I guess, future like, how does that make you feel like as a college student, I guess, and just like with your music too?
It's honestly crazy to think about because I didn't think I would be able to find my soulmate in college. Because you come to college, you know, you trying to party, have fun, this, that, and the third. But that's not what I was looking for. I'm not a party person. So when I found Leah, I was like, wow, that's actually crazy that I found like the person for me and that like matches my energy and everything I want to do. So yeah, and I date to marry. So I like that you brought up how dating in high school and college are different. I feel like in high school, you're just like dating to date. You know what I mean? Like you're not thinking about the future aspects of a relationship. In college, it made me realize like I'm dating to marry because we're getting older now. We're, you know, grown adults, damn near almost 21. Everybody, you know, everybody's almost 21. You need to start dating to marry. Now, I know that's a scary topic to bring up with a lot of people. I'm not saying you should marry right now. I'm just saying you should look at it from like you should start dating to see a future with somebody, not just dating for a moment just to find a temporary pleasure. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you have anybody, Ryan.
I was just gonna ask a question. I guess in a sense, like when you say dating to marry, did that kind of stop you from pursuing other relationships just because, you know, like you see one or two things where you're like, those are things I can't see myself getting over in the future? If that makes sense, is that like a...
Could you expand on that?
So like, let's say you were interested in somebody, but then like they say one or two things. Let's say you really like dogs. And the person that you were pursuing was like, oh, I don't like dogs. Is it that kind of thing that like you separate between dating to date and dating to marry?
No. So, I mean, because obviously if that person doesn't like dogs, they probably have a reason. It's probably a traumatic experience they went through. A dog attacked them or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I feel like through love, anything can change. So like you could change that person's perspective on dogs. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel that, yeah.
So like, I don't want to get too deep. Should I get deep?
Nah, let's get deep. Let's get deep.
All right, so pause. I'm just giving out an example. I'm not saying who this is about, but I had a friend who damn, I hope you don't get mad at me. I'm like, should I talk about it? Ah, shit. But I had a friend, right? Shit, I don't know if I should talk about it.
Damn, just drag out the story a little bit so it's like a little bit different.
So basically, like, he was talking to this one girl, right? Who was she was like still trying to get over like a previous relationship she was in, and then like she will always like bring up the situations that she wasn't healed from it, and he took it as if like, oh, he's stuck on her, but it was more like she just needs somebody to help her guide through it. Not saying it was his job to guide her through it, but basically like that's just she like. Damn, I don't know how to explain it without like giving.
Yeah. I think I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like it's
just trying to like. I guess it's not your job to help somebody.
Yeah, but like if it's your business, like because they're together. They've been together for like a couple of months, like almost a year. So it's like if you're willing to trust somebody, you need to be able to, you know, help them through that whatever traumatic experience they're trying to go through. So that's This went off bad.
No, that's cool. I kind of feel that way too. Like in my own sense, like when I got with my girlfriend, I was like coming out of like a really interesting breakup with like my ex at the time. Yeah. But I was like, all right, you know what? Let me like use this time to genuinely try to like find something new, and not in the sense of like to fill a void, but because like I need the change. Like my life is only for so many years, and I can't like spend years on years just thinking about the same person trying to figure out some one answer to get me, you know, like through it. Like and so like she's been super understanding, you know, and she's willing to just like talk. Like I think best advice, never give me like a lot of advice when it comes to dating, but the thing that he did tell me, like I remember I was freshman year high school, I've just started dating this one girl, and I was like, damn, this shit boring. Like after 3 weeks, because no, in my head I was just like we were good though, like we were good, like we were happy, but I was like, damn, like every day feels like it's not always as crazy or as exciting, you know what I mean? And I go to my dad, I'm like, how do you do it with mom? Like, you know, they've been married for like 25 years. The best advice he gave, he was like, honestly, we just talk. Like sometimes like it'll be boring, sometimes it'll be cool, like, you know, I love her, sometimes I might be mad, you know, whatever, but we just gotta talk to her. And then that change, like it's simple, but it changes and solves so much, just like talking and just communicating. It's crazy.
Yeah, not communication is key. For real.
It's also like relationships are gonna be boring. You know what I mean? Like it's not always gonna be exciting moments, happy moments. There's gonna be sad moments, bad moments, boring. There's gonna be so many boring moments, especially since you're seeing the same person every day for a long time. But it's also like you get reminded of why you love that person. You know what I mean? So yes, there's gonna be boring days, but at the end of the day, she's providing me, or the person is providing you the love that you never had before. And that's your safe space. That's like everything in your world. Like she'll never judge you, never make you feel bad. So I think that's what kind of counters the whole like boring aspect of a relationship. You know?
Has that like vulnerability, like, and I know you said like it helped with like with your music. Like is that I guess has that been inspiration for you to just like, okay, like now that I've been with her, like I see like the way I write differently just because like I'm able to tap into different emotions.
Yeah, so ever since I met Leah, so I was coming out of like a crazy controlling situation where like I was being manipulated. I wasn't able to speak up for myself, and I didn't realize like I was actually going through something deeper than what I was until I met Leah. And then she made me realize that. So then there was no other way for me to put it out or like let people know. So I wrote it. I have a diary. I wrote in my diary, or a journal, you could call. I wrote in my journal like just like sentences that I was feeling, and like I showed Leah, and she was like, wow, like she started crying after reading it. And then what is it? I made it into a song, but it's still unreleased because that's like an emotional song that I'm scared to share with everybody because that was like my vulnerable state. But then again, I do love writing music, and like writing music is how I'm able to express myself. I can't figure out no other way to express my emotions to the world. Yeah. So being able to have a girlfriend that like supports me and actually like guides me through my journey of healing, and being able to open up and like realize what exactly I am going through is honestly like something I think every man should have. So yeah.
And so like I guess, you know, as an artist, and you know, you're considering yourself as like you said, like a lover boy, like, you know, do you feel like that's like you want to, I guess, guide the people who listen to your music like with you in that type of journey of healing in that type of way?
Yeah, I do want to guide so I have a lot of friends that are lover boys, and they go through situations every day where like they're either heartbroken and they start like doubting themselves, but it's also like you got to think about it like this. I'm gonna give such a Christian response. God subtracts things from your life to add more. So like I have a friend right now, you know, he's going through a lot right now, but it was a situation where like it wasn't even helping him at all. He wasn't even able to realize like, oh, the person that he's with is not good for him. So it like broke him down. But then so we actually was making a song about it, and then it basically helped him realize like, oh, I'll be okay. Like I don't need this person. Like I need to start realizing like I need to protect myself and my energy first, because he will always put her before him, and that's not something you should do. In order to help others, you need to make sure you're okay before you're able to give 100% to somebody else. So yeah, while we was making music, he realized that, and it's good to see like my music actually has an impact on some people. I need to drop more, which is getting me mad, but it's also school. It's just so much to like move around with, but yeah.
And so like the one thing is like interesting, like as I guess like as an independent artist, like it's really like it's always hard to like start off where it's just like, all right, you need to like garner a crowd of people who are like willing to listen to you and everything like that. Like has that ever like deterred you from just like wanting to create, or is it really just like I'm passionate about it, people fuck with it, like people fuck with it?
I love music so much, like there's never a moment in my life where I'm not listening to music. Like this is probably the first time I haven't listened to music all day. Like I have AirPods in, I just listen to music. Through music, I'll just feel happy. Like even if whatever emotion I feel, like so if I feel sad, I need music because music makes me feel better. If I'm happy, I need music. Or I make it, I create it. So like, especially like when I'm hanging around. So like I be at Census a lot. I work at the Census Project. You know about it.
Yeah.
Are you a part of making the album that they're doing right now? Or?
Yeah, so I left to come here to do it, but so
I'm probably gonna go there too because I really want to check it out.
You should stop by.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably
basically we doing this lock-in to you have to make a song like within the 2 days, and then the album releases on Sunday. That's like so the challenge. Hard. Yeah. So I was working on a song. It's just kind of like an upbeat song, like a happy song, but that's what we're doing. I'm always there every day. Like after classes, I'm in Census. Like you will not catch me nowhere else. It's my peace. It's my happy place. And I'm just like constantly finding beats to write to. And just like, because I feel like that's the only time I'm able to work on my music. When I'm home, I get sleepy and I just fall asleep. But yeah.
Yeah. Could you talk a little bit more about what Census specifically contributes to your music? I know you were saying like it's like your happy place and all of that, and you're able to work in there. But what specifically about it makes it really good for your music?
The community. So I'm surrounded by so many people that have the same amount of love for music as me. So like Olivier, you know Olivier, my man's Chris, my man's Jean-Louise, my sis Mimi. We all love music. We call ourselves the Senseless Fam. That's what we call ourselves.
Senseless?
Senseless. Stay senseless. That's all like our
Wait, I don't.
Stay senseless.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh.
We just made it up.
It sound cool though, yo. I was locked.
Cool, right?
I was locked in.
So we just made it up. We just said stay senseless. I don't know what it means. Mimi came up with the word. But like I'm surrounded by people who love music just like me, who wants to make it big in music. And it's crazy because like we have different types of artists, so producers, rappers, singers, and like we all just connect well. I'll probably say just like the community aspect of it and like how welcoming Census is. Because honestly, without Census, I probably wouldn't even be making music right now. Like I grew up singing in choir, but I wanted to play football. I was a football player in high school. I was crazy. I was great. I had to delete my highlight tape because I was getting depressed that I couldn't play anymore. I played tight end and linebacker.
Ooh, okay. Hybrid. Okay.
Yeah, bro. But freshman year, I joined Census. And then at first I was just DJing and making beats. I knew I could sing, but I didn't have the level of confidence. And again, I was afraid to write lyrics and speak about my emotions. But it really was Census that like helped me grow as an artist and realize like I could make music and I'm good at it too. So it's not that trash you hear other people from, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
You talking about Yeet?
Huh?
You talking about Yeet?
Yeet, but also like there's some musicians on this campus I like to scratch my head about. But it's okay. That's in the music school and stuff.
I mean,
I digress.
Okay.
It's funny because like I love music too because like I'm a bandier major. Have you met any bandier people or?
Is Joshua in it? Joshua, nah,
he's music industry. He's VPA. We now you do.
No, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, basically like it's just music business strictly.
Okay.
So I don't sing or anything like that. What'd you say?
I want to be a part of it so bad.
Nah, bro. I mean, bro, lock in, bro. Just tap in with me.
Let me know, bro. You have access to the studios?
We don't. So there's not really any studios for us. Like when I mean like it's business, we have. All right. So every Wednesdays we have lectures, right, with music executives. Last Wednesday we had the co-president of Black Music at Atlantic Records, right? And weeks ago before that, last semester, that's what I'm saying. Last semester we had the CEO of Working on Dying. You know, like Benny X's like label and everything, right? So like every now and again, there's like really some crazy people that get to come in.
Let me know. I'll give
tap in, bro.
My EP, man.
Every Wednesday, bro. Like I always tell people because I always like be like, all right, look, if you remind me, I will do it. I'll do you the favor, but I won't always remember the favor. So you have to remind. You remind me, I will. Like I'll help you do the favor. But tap in every Wednesday, bro. We be in there just like you get to talk to them.
Anybody could just come, or
I get to bring like one guest with me, and like you just come in. The only rule is just like everything that like is said in there is supposed to like stay in there. So if they give you like a trade secret, like you can't just obviously go post that shit on Twitter because then they're just gonna stop coming. But yeah, no, it's super cool. So yeah, I always like invite people. It's just people never come, bro. I'd be like, pull up, bro. I'm like, you just have to text me and I'll tell you to like pull up, bro. But it's every Wednesday, you know. But But the thing is like my love for the music industry came from choir, right? So I'm in choir with everybody, and everybody can fucking sing like amazing. And I'm like, damn. Like
I see you on choir too. I saw a picture. I'm like, is that Tyler, bro?
I'm in acapella, yeah. Like I like to sing.
I'm gonna need to hear something right now.
Nah, chill.
I need to hear a little something. Chill, before we leave,
hey, maybe something. Yeah.
You know,
I'm like, you know, if I was to like rate myself, I'd probably say I'm like maybe like a 6. Like I'm above average, like slightly above average.
I need to hear something. Yeah, because I want to be the judge of that.
Hey, judge that. See, look,
just sing a little something.
You should feature him on the EP.
Bro, I'm gonna tap in with Census. I'm dead gonna go after this.
I'm going after this,
bro. I would dare pull up with you.
All right, because it's closing at 11 p.m. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be there. Because the thing is, the events today, all them got canceled, bro. So I'm gonna pull up. That's what I'm saying. Look, you feel me? But now my point of the story is like, I was like, I see these talented people, and I'm like, I really want to see you excel. Like, and that was like, at first I came in with the artist management, and then like I really got into it, and I was just like, all right, I don't know about management. Like, people have some deep ass personalities, and like having to deal with like a person, like a full human being, like day to day can be a lot. But I really do want to work with like helping them create albums, which is like project management. And that's really like my whole thing, where I'm like, yo, if you tell me I want to make an album, I will give you 1,000 questions to help you get down to like, okay, what do you want the album to be about? How do you perceive yourself as a person? You know, what are the things like, you know, things like that. And then it's just like kind of rolling out the album. Like, that's really like what I really want to do.
Yeah.
So it's like interesting to just like, you know, like talk with people like you, where it's like, okay, cool. This is why I love music, and this is what drives me to keep like writing every day. And like, and I love to see that, the fact that you're consistent with it, because there's a lot of people who just make music, and then the people who make music like type shit. Like, you could bust out 100 songs in like a day just because you just love it, versus like, damn, I'm sitting here for 5 hours, I ain't got nothing, just because I thought it'd be cool to be in the studio, kick my feet up and post I'm in like in the lab,
not actually getting work done.
Like,
That's a lot of people. It's crazy. So but
I think that thing that you just said about being posted in the studio for like 5 hours kind of made me question, do you ever get writer's block?
Rarely, I'm gonna be honest. Cause
Really?
like my mind every single day flows with like writing ideas or like song lyrics and stuff like that. One thing I tried to work better on is like doing crazy metaphors in my singing, because I feel like that's not something that's going on in R&B. You know how like rappers they do crazy like metaphors, wordplay. I'm trying to do that in R&B.
Yeah.
So like when I first started writing lyrics, I thought it was corny as hell, because I was just saying like, you know how like everybody just be like, oh, I love you, I don't want to lose you, know, like, just like simple shit. That's not what I'm trying to like.
You did that to flex the vocals.
First of all, that was nothing. That was
okay,
nothing.
Johnny Gill.
Okay.
I was like, God damn.
But like, what was the question? My bad.
Writer's block.
Yeah,
Writer's block. But nah, I've never had writer's block, because my mind is constantly just like flowing with like ideas.
Okay, so what does that creative process like of making, be it a song or an album, kind of look for you?
So I'm still trying to figure that out. At first, it was just like writing down how I feel at a certain moment, and just creating a song off of that. But then I met Olivier, and then he just started sending me beats, and then I was just like, oh, like, if this makes sense, a certain beat taps to a certain emotion that I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like, so like, it's crazy to think. I don't want to sound like a psychopath. Like, I may be sad, but I have like a happy side that like a beat can come out of me, if that makes sense.
Nah, yeah.
So like, Olivier, like, he makes R&B beats, but also hip hop beats, and he sends it to me. So whichever like emotion that I tap into, I just basically write how I feel to that beat. So yeah.
Word. How did you ever talk about how you got started with making music?
Briefly, not crazy though.
You go a little more in depth.
Okay.
Type shit.
So I started again freshman year of my spring semester. I was coming off of like I got cheated on. It was bad. It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, you was there.
I feel like you.
Wait, are you wait, hold on. All right. We'll probably talk off camera, but are you talking about the one girl?
Yeah.
Because
that you saw me with?
No.
Who?
All right, bro. Bro, you know who I'm talking about, because you used to mess with her. Because at the like
freshman year when I lived in Lawrence.
because like I had because I had met her, like, and you feel me, like that was orientation week. It didn't work out, and then a few weeks later I saw you, and then I was like, type shit. All right, type shit.
So, that situation happened. But I'm healed from it, you know. She's okay now. Just me, she had a little stuff going on, but it's okay. But after that, I needed something to distract myself. So I went to, the Census Project was like a new thing. It started that same year. I never went because like I never knew I'd be nice in music, but I went one day, just sat in front of a computer, and then like Nick Piatto, who's like the project coordinator, he basically just like gave me the ropes to like how certain stuff work, and I just like sat there for like hours. I was going there every single day. I was mad that they wasn't open on the weekends. They're open on the weekends now, but like I would look forward to it, and that's basically how I started making music. Mm-hmm. My first like song that I've written, it was like a hip hop singing type thing. It was trash. But it was just like something that made me happy at a certain moment, and I got better over like the last 2 years. Yeah. So that's basically how I started. It basically started from after I got cheated on, and like I needed a place that distracted me, which now became my home, and like it's a community that I'm willing to share with anybody, because like Senses is so special to me. But yeah.
I think it's good that you're able to process that emotion of being cheated on, which, you know, can be anger or like so many other things. And
a lot of people could take it different directions, which is not healthy. Yeah.
Exactly. And instead you just took it into like making songs, which is like, that's good. That's when it comes straight from the heart.
Yeah, because a lot of people I have this thing. So I was actually speaking about it yesterday with, he's my mentor in Syracuse. His name is Pops, Christian J. Barnes. He's like my father figure to me, but he was basically talking to me about like reactions versus responses. Mm-hmm. So what do you do after like situations that hurt you so bad? So like saying getting cheated on. Yeah. A reaction is basically like you're not thinking, you're just thinking off of emotions, and like that's bad. Because if you're angry, you're just gonna react off of like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Responses, you're like taking time to think about it before making a decision, like, you know what I mean? So now that I look back at it, and we had that conversation, or I had that conversation with Pops, it was a good response basically. Mm-hmm. I didn't like try to attack the person in any way, shame them for what they did. I just like push them away. You're not good for me. Let me go over here, focus on myself. So, yeah.
And once you got into Senses, like, how did you know you were like improving or like really getting your reps in?
Everybody was telling me I was getting better. So, so like the same amount of people coming into Senses, like there was like at least 5 people who was there from the beginning who are still here now, and like they heard the music that I made before, which I think it was ass. They think it was just, no, it was okay. And then like my new stuff now, they hear it and they see like the progress and how much confidence I have, and how like that confidence carries you a long way. Like now you sound better, you're more confident in the type of music you make. So I guess like the people in Senses, like, so.
And so, like, I guess from that question, you know, like, what does, like, success or, like, improvement look like to you, just, like, as, like, within yourself?
What success looks
like,
to me?
I guess, yeah, from, like, for your music, you know. Honestly, what would be a win for, like, maybe not, like the super long-term goals, but, like, what's, like, a win for you, like, now, like, maybe this semester?
Whenever my music gets a reaction out of people, like positive reactions, you know what I mean? So like they listen to it and they're like, wow, like you actually sound good. Like this is something I would listen to. Not like, and I know it's not like people showing fake love, because it's like, who has the time and energy? Like there's some people that be like yes men, you know what I mean? But I don't think the people around, and like I'm surrounded by people who would be honest with me and like critique my music all the time, but they're always like, not always, but like when they listen to my stuff, they be like, oh, this is fire, but you could change this, and then I fix it, and then I know like they have the best interest at heart for me to sound better than what you know what I mean? So just like the reaction my music gets out of people is what I'd say. So
I think it's funny like you bring that point up, because like for me, like when I've talked to so many different artists, it's actually sometimes really hard to critique artists a lot. And a lot of artists, I don't say they don't want to improve, but they don't like hearing that they need to improve, because like, and I understand it, because like, you know, art comes from a very vulnerable place. So for you to like take maybe days, weeks on end to make this song about like something that was really vulnerable for you, just for me to go say, I think you need to rewrite that line, it's like, damn, like, man, fuck you. Like talk about my shit, like, but like that's real though. Like you know,
but it's also like, I don't just take I don't like take advice from just anybody. Like if I know you're good at music as well, like especially in the same category as me, R&B/hip hop, I would listen to your advice if I know you're good. If you're like trash, you're worse than me, I won't listen to you. Yeah. But if you're like a close friend of mine, like anybody from Senses, I would take any critiques from, because I know they have like the best interest in me. So yeah.
And I think it's another interesting thing too, because I know there was this one independent artist, I forget his name, but he was like, I know like you may see like me posting on like Instagram like my music and stuff, and the things I've come to understand, there's like love languages to supporting people too. Like you might not even hit the pre-save link, but if you could at least even just share it on your story, I know that like you're supporting me in some type of way, because you don't have to put your name next to my music. Like you don't even have to comment or X, Y, and Z. Like regardless, you're still giving me a number in some type of way, even if you listen to the song or don't listen to the song. So like how do you feel like about like, you know, when it comes to your support? Like, do you feel like there's, you know, those love languages, or do you feel like you need to be all or nothing when it comes to like supporting you?
No, I don't. So when I do drop music, I don't expect too much from people. If you want to share, you can share. I'm not finna force you to share it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm doing something that I love that makes me happy. So if you do decide to share it, you like it, I appreciate that. You know, I get a lot of text messages like, oh yeah, this sounds fire, you should drop it, this, that, and the third. But it's also like, I'm not finna force you to like, you know, help promote my song. I'm gonna figure out a way to promote it without your help. But if you do, you know, show a reaction to it, like it, comment, that's just much appreciated. Yeah.
Gotten to like you've like performed live like a few times. Have you gotten to like do like any venues yet, or like any house shows?
So I performed. The first time I ever performed was at Goldstein for Carib Fest. That was like 2 songs.
Oh, was that? I feel like, was I there for that? Wait, that was last year?
That was last year.
Okay, yeah, I was there. Okay.
So I performed at Carib Fest last year. That was really the only. No, that's cap. I performed for the Delta's Jabberwock talent show.
Oh yeah.
I won that talent show.
Type. They were trying to get me to do poetry. I was like, nah. I'm like, okay, I get it.
I'm trying to think, because I definitely had another performance, but I can't remember. But that's all I know so far. I haven't had like big.
Bro, tap in the bandier, bro. I mean, like house shows are like such a huge thing in college. That's why I say tap in.
Let me know, man. Now I know somebody. I got the connects.
The only thing is like, like brother. It's like huge white audiences. I'm not gonna lie, but like, so it's like,
it's okay
for you. Like, if you really want to do the black community, then like do what you're doing is because that's the thing I wish we had like on campus was like a more structured community for like across the board, other than just like, okay, you know, there's the D9 shit, like there's like the parties or whatever, but there's like really no space for like black artists besides like there's census, but like not like
we're
by
not big
students.
enough.
Yeah, like, you know, like the white people, they have like venues, like everyone has a basement where they're throwing like I don't know if do you know about the Harrington?
Yeah.
Do you know about the Harrington?
Nah.
Harrington was like, I don't know if they still have it, but this huge like basement, like this like giant house, a giant basement. They would just have shows like every weekend, and it was just like, you know, it would be the basement floor would be the performances. They would have a middle floor where people could sell their clothes. You know, there might be like a weed shop, you know, on the side, like you know, all other types of shit. But it was like a live music business. Like you could really become like a local superstar in like two weekends. But like I wish we would have that for like the black community. Yeah, the mud pit. Yeah, the mud pit and Redgate. You know, and that was the one thing that like I wanted to do as a freshman. I wanted to mix those two sides, but kind of got caught up just doing a bunch of other stuff on campus. So I hadn't really gotten to focus on it. Maybe I'll think about it while I'm in LA next semester. Like,
it's honestly something that you could even like bring up to the school too, and like say, hey, you know, if you fund this, like it would be so crazy for
I don't know
like
if the school would fuck with it, because like they look, he was trying to get the Harrington shut down.
Oh, they were. Oh,
wow.
Because it's like, it's technically an unsanctioned like venue. Like people know about it, but like people don't want to know about it.
It's on campus though?
No, it's off campus. It's
So
like
why do
just
they care?
because like you technically can't sell certain things or like do certain things without like a complete license, right? Like, but like, or you could try to put it under the disguise of like a party.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like if you're selling like, you know, like alcohol or like clothes or something, so like people, they're gonna try to like stop you from doing that. But like, the one thing I did want to have is like maybe we just collab with like a bunch of people that are like very known like in the black community, and then get black artists there. Because the thing is like there's a lot of black artists my freshman year that were at these things, and I'm seeing like waves of just white people just staring at them with smiles, and I'm like, you know, like no shade, but like damn, like why don't we have like the people from their community also supporting them? Like, you know what I mean? Like there needs to be a way to like expand doing that. But the reason I'm bringing this up is just like, you know, asking them performance and stuff like that, because I know people just love
so Joshua's thing at 119 Euclid when he had his own showcase thing, you was there, right?
Yeah, I was there.
So something like that too would be cool. Just like having
just
all
on
artists,
like a more massive scale.
Yeah.
I was thinking like a giant cookout or some shit like that, but I don't know. Like,
when is
where you just have like the speakers, and it's like that would have been a cool ass darty. But I mean, like, are you like open to like performing, or are you more
Anytime.
like in the studio?
Anytime. I'm willing to perform. Just because I don't have music out, I have music ready to perform.
Yeah, okay.
So I set myself up perfectly for that. So I'm ready anytime to perform.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be on our TinyDorm this Sunday. Yeah. It'll be Ryan's and Jack's first TinyDorm, but it was a funny story how it was created. Like, so freshman year, like I was going to the house shows and everything, right? My biggest complaint, I was like, it's cold as fuck, and I live at Lawrenson, so I have to like walk like a mile just to get there. Like I was too cheap. I didn't have any money, like either. I still don't have any money, so I was like, I'm not trying to buy an Uber like every weekend. You know, I didn't have my work study job yet, so I was like, fuck. I'm like, bro, why don't I just do this shit in the crib and then like just make it like a show, since everybody lives on the same floor. We just pull up in somebody's dorm, throw the whole fucking show right there, get some like juice pouches or some shit, like, and we be lit, right? And so like I was telling my friend Patrick, who's on the radio station with me and Ryan on the juice, he was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. So that's when, you know, you got the video for like Sophia, and it's just like, it was really cool to kind of build the room around this artist. And even though you couldn't see, there was like maybe like 10 people just in the crowd, just like, it was calm, everybody just came through.
It's such
just,
a vibe though. I like that. It's like small and intimate. So.
Yeah, so you know, I'm excited to do that with you. You know, get this. We're gonna have to remove all this stuff here.
I'm excited for the setup, man.
You know, and it's gonna be dope. Is there one song you would like to not like preview, but like, you know, like to say like maybe that you're gonna be performing for Sunday?
I like this one unreleased song that I have named "Committed." I could sing the chorus, but I ain't gonna do too much. I'm gonna save it for Sunday. Yeah. But basically, that song is just about like, no matter what obstacles, and no matter like what people try to say, I'm committed to you and you only. And no matter like the people that I'm surrounded with. Basically, the concept. So like, I don't hang around whores anymore. Like,
anymore.
Yeah, I didn't purposely try to hang out with them. That's just the people that I was with like early on in my college career. Just because I'm hanging out with them, that doesn't mean I am one of them. I'm like my own man. I'm committed to one person at a time. That's basically what the song is about. Just basic commitment. But so I'm excited to perform that. That's like the first song I've written where I'm actually confident in performing it. Like POV was cool. P was alright. That was just like a journal type song, but yeah.
I guess like the last question before we hop off, what was it like getting like your girlfriend on the song through the voicemail shit? Like that shit was hard.
How you know?
What you mean, bro? You played it. That shit was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this is cool.
So what was it? So she kept like not bugging me, because she would never bug me, but like she was like, oh, can I hop on the song with you? Can I hop on the song with you? And I'm like, you either singing or you doing a voice note. And then she was like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna do singing yet." So, cause she has pipes too. Leah knows how to sing.
Yeah, she sang at the pageant.
The pageant. But so she was like, "All right." I was like, "All right, cool. You could do a voice note." So she did it. We had to do like so many takes because she didn't like the way she sounded. But that's like everybody, once you start first recording music, you don't like the way you sound on the audio track. But that's because like there's no effects yet. That's also another thing. People who start recording music, they need to stop worrying about like how they sound, because at the end of the day, all these artists that sound good, they have so much effects on their voices. But it was pretty easy because she wanted to be on the song, so yeah.
Yeah, no, it sounded fire. I was about to say, Brian, you have no idea what it like sounded like.
It sounded like,
but like it's like a real like, you know, like Rod Wave when he had the run. the street runner at the end. Like that's how I really was. It's not like it
I
was
know what you
surprising.
mean. Yeah.
It's a cool song.
Nah, it was gas. No, but I appreciate you for coming on this like first guest episode of this year. You know,
Appreciate being the first guest,
and
man.
yeah, we're hoping to bring on Brandon too.
Brandon Porter.
Yeah.
That's my guy, man.
So yeah, we're excited to see who else we can get on here for another Tiny Dorm as well. We're excited to see what's how Sunday goes. But yeah, no, thank you for being here.
Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
This was
Of
fun.
course,
Yeah.
and of course, stay away from Ong Song Hong. Of course. But with that, we're gonna wrap up the podcast. That's anything but the norm. Here to have combos only found in the dorm. I'll see you guys next time.